Hello, it's me again. Today I want to talk about something that is rather unusual. That is about aspect ratio of movies that I really love. If you follow the channel, you know that I really adore the movie Titanic. But it really bothers me that we cannot really collect Titanic in all aspect ratio formats. There is a format that is a full screen of Titanic. It's open matte, but it is not available on any physical media format that I know that's officially released from back in the day to the latest 4K. So each and every one of these, they got different aspect ratios, but they're all not the open matte version of Titanic. So the most famous version of this movie, I think, is the 2012 version when Titanic was first released on Blu-ray, and it was to celebrate the 100th year of the sinking of the Titanic, and also the 15th anniversary of the movie. James Cameron released the movie. It's remastered in 3D, and they released the movie on Blu-ray for the very first time in 2012, alongside the Blu-ray, the 3D Blu-ray. There's a difference in aspect ratio between the Blu-ray version, the standard Blu-ray version, and the 3D Blu-ray version. The standard Blu-ray is the widescreen version, the 16 by 9 widescreen version. I'm sorry, I do not really know the technical names of the aspect ratio. The numbers, something point something. I'm sorry, I do not remember the specific one, but it is the widescreen 16 by 9 that normally you see the black bars on top and bottom of the screen, which is the standard for Titanic, released from the earlier days from the DVD. So the 2012 version is the most famous one, I think, and this is perhaps the standard of the Titanic release. Going back, they also released Titanic in 2005, and it was also remastered version of Titanic. This is the 2007 version, but they used the same master from the 2005 collector's edition and deluxe edition DVD, which is also widescreen, 16 by 9. You can see the black bars on top and bottom of the movie. I think this one has the same aspect ratio as the 2012 version. There you go. The 2007 was released to commemorate the 10th anniversary of Titanic, the movie. They just used the same master, the same construction of the DVDs from the 2005, but they released 2 discs instead of 3 discs. The standard for the 2005 release, it was 3 discs DVD, the 3rd disc being the bonus disc. But they are loaded also in this package. So disc 1 and disc 2 has the same features, the same bonus features as the 2005 disc 1 and disc 2. They didn't change anything. They just changed the packaging. This one says the 10th anniversary edition. And if you look back again to the very first time that they ever released Titanic on digital DVD, not quote-unquote digital, because the first digital release, of course, should technically be the video CD. I don't know, but perhaps it's the DVD, because the earliest video CD of Titanic that I know is from 2000, while the earliest DVD is from 1999. So perhaps this is the very first time they released Titanic digitally on optical media. There you go. This is also a widescreen version. You can see down there, widescreen collection, and on the back, it listed as a special feature, so widescreen version is the special feature. So this one presents the 16 by 9 aspect ratio. You can see the black bars on top and bottom of the movie. But this particular release is such a letdown because this is not anamorphic. It's not like the newer DVD. This one is anamorphic. So this DVD is still 4:3. So if you watch this on your 16 by 9 TV, I tried this on my 4K TV. It's just a small, tiny screen square in the middle of the TV. It's not just the black bars on top and bottom of the TV, but also on the right and left of the television. So it's just a very tiny square. And if you want this one to fill up your TV, it's going to stretch the image because this one is 4:3 by default, not an anamorphic DVD. So if you stretch this one to fill up your screen, the image will look stretched, like if you forced to stretch a VHS tape to fit your 16:9 LCD HD TV. So that is such a letdown because I do love the colors and just the atmosphere of this DVD. And I did not know that this one is not anamorphic because I used to watch this one on CRT TV because that is the standard, that is the best way to experience this version of Titanic is through the CRT TV. This was the best, the ultimate way to view Titanic back in its heyday. So yeah, that is still a letdown that I cannot really enjoy this one at its maximum potential because this is not anamorphic. That's a surprise because this one is mastered, by THX. So for superior picture and sound, this one should be formatted to not formatted to fit the TV. No information on that. Only information that this film is presented in widescreen format. The black bars on the top and bottom of the screen are normal. So this one is also widescreen. Now, the television version of Titanic is in full screen. That's what I can remember when it was broadcasted in my country back in the day. And also, I saw this movie on Disney Plus because Titanic is distributed by Fox internationally, and Fox is owned by Disney. So it was aired. It was available on Disney Plus before they delete that after the 2023 re-release of Titanic in the theaters. So when I saw that on Disney Plus, I noticed that it was full screen. And that reminds me of the video CD because the DVD is not full screen, it's widescreen. That reminds me of the video CD because this video CD, the very first time Titanic ever released on a video CD, this one is from 2000. And this one is 4:3 by default. Of course, this is video CD, and this is not like the DVD. It cuts the right and left segments of the movie, but this one is from the full screen open matte source. So this one, I assume, using the same master as what they used for the television. So the image quality for this video CD of Titanic is very similar to many other video CDs released at the time using the technology called the Betacam mastering technology. So Betacam is not a Betamax, it's not VHS. So I don't think they use Betacam for home. I read some sources on the internet that they use Betacam for TV broadcasting. So I assume that, perhaps they're using the Betacam master to make this video CD, and that is the same one as the one that they use on the television. Now, I notice this one is using the Betacam masters because I look back at the movies on video CDs released during that time. They would often use this information, digital Betacam mastering. They do not use that on the newer versions of the movies. They also re-released Titanic on video CD in 2005, I think, and it doesn't say digital Betacam mastering. And the 2005 version looks much cleaner compared to this old video CD. It looks like straight from an analog format. The same thing with this video CD of The Relic, and also this video CD of Airbus, because over there, digital Betacam mastering. And I know that the newer version, they do not use digital Betacam mastering anymore because the image is cleaner, looks something from the digital source. And I have the sample from The Relic. This is the newer version of The Relic. They do not use the same master. It's not from the Betacam version. This one only says digital encoding process over there. So this is purely digital, unlike the older version that they process from the Betacam version. But there you go. I assume this one is just similar to the one that they were using, on broadcast TV up until 2012 before they released the 3D version. And the 3D version of Titanic, as I mentioned before, is actually full screen open matte. I'm not sure why they, do not release that one on 2D. But yeah, I think the ones that they use for newer TV broadcasts and for Disney Plus perhaps is from the 3D master. They just, use the 2D version instead of the 3D version. And for the 4K, sadly, they also use the full screen version, just like what they use for the 2D 2012 version. Now, because I want to watch Titanic on the full screen, and I know that the only one that is available at the time it was from Disney Plus, and Disney deleted that movie, I specifically ordered that movie so I knew someone that could quote unquote copy. I'm not suggesting this for you. This is not a practice of, we're actively trying to pirate the movies. As you can see, I buy all types of original versions of Titanic, but this one is not available on, the official release. The only one is the 3D, and I do not really like watching 3D. So I ordered it specially. This one is taken directly from the Disney Plus, and this one is the full screen version of Titanic. So I made the cover myself using the 2007 version, but just changed the front cover so that I know that this is the full screen version, and this one is dubbed in Indonesian because this was released in Disney Plus Indonesia. They dubbed the movie in Indonesian. That is another thing that's not available anywhere. I think they released some people released Titanic on 4K that they use the master from the 3D version. They just 3D. They just remove the 3D filter and only present the 2D version of that movie. But that again still in English. I really, really want to enjoy Titanic in my own language, and the only way to do that is from Disney Plus. And since Disney deleted that movie from Disney Plus, the only way I can experience that is from this one, this copy of Titanic, which is surprisingly full screen. You can see everything on this movie. Now I'm going to play you the clip, the comparison between each version, and you can see that this version, the Disney Plus version, and also the video CD version, uses the full screen broadcasting version that they do not show you for for other official releases of Titanic. When you watch the comparison, please take a look at the first front funnel of Titanic when Titanic was in Southampton. The widescreen version, you can't see the top, the black tip of the funnel, the first funnel, because of the black bars on top of the screen. You can only see these front funnel in Southampton on the full screen open matte version of Titanic. This is the 2012 Titanic Blu-ray release. This is the 2005 and 2007 DVD release. This is the 1999 DVD version. This is the Disney Plus and TV broadcast version. This one is full screen. There's no black bars on top and bottom of the TV. This is the 2000 video CD version.